The purpose of this video is to answer the most important question any of you will ever ask yourselves, and that is Star Trek Elite Force beatable by only using the hand phaser? Now let me start this video off by saying that this level made me question a lot of my life decisions. I mean, this was bad. Really, 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 really bad. I can't even properly describe how annoying this was. The other levels had their parts that were difficult, but this was an entire different realm of nonsense. Now, as you may know, the Borg adapt to weapons, and they do it very quickly. So I figured I would be able to kill 3 to 5 enemies before my weapon became entirely useless. Unfortunately, I only got 3 drones. Now I wasted 2 of these at the beginning of my first attempt, and I figured that I would be able to find a way around the rest of the level. Boy was I wrong. I mean, really wrong. Every single phaser kill has to be extremely precise and is extremely important. So let's get into what part of this disaster happened first. The only way that I'm going to be able to do this mission is by having friendly NPCs destroy the Borg drones for me, since I cannot attack them. So I have to figure out which NPC allies are invulnerable, if any, and which ones will make me fail the mission if they die. Now, because Odell died, I think I have his backup benchwarmer replacement here. So I'm figuring he's probably expendable. But 7 of 9 is clearly a mission important NPC, but is she invincible?
Wait, they're just standing there.
They must not consider us a threat.
As you can see, I just made a major mistake in this run by killing 2 Borg drones that I probably could have just run around.
Isolated from the collective for some time. They must have
Great.
Basically, the problem with editing this video is that I probably restarted the mission at various points and different saves probably about 100 times. It took me well over 2 hours. So it's very difficult to edit this in any kind of chronological order, but what you're watching is my very first attempt where I make some very dumb mistakes early. One of my earliest mistakes is thinking that I can rescue Foster without endangering the team and taking unnecessary damage myself. I'm sorry, Lieutenant Foster, but there's nothing can be done for you.
Our primary objective is of utmost importance. We cannot endanger our mission. The Borg already consider us hostile, and Lieutenant Foster is most likely beyond help.
Monroe, please. This is your chance to make things right. Tell me we're going to rescue Foster.
Over here.
Monroe, please. What are you doing?
Alex,
Go, Monroe. Hey, we're almost done.
Monroe.
I think you're supposed to destroy this drone before you can rescue Foster, but I can't waste another shot on that drone, so sorry, buddy.
Your best.
We must continue with our mission to retrieve the isolation.
I already don't see the bench warmer, so I guess he didn't last very long.
Cover me!
This looks safe.
So this specific part of the mission looks really difficult, but it's actually not that bad. Clearing the drones here is pretty easy as long as you're able to run around and kite the enemies and not take too much damage. 7 of 9 and Gerard and Chang will take care of the enemies. The problem is that once you get to the end here, enemies spawn on the top and you'll see what happens next.
Keep down. How many are there? Watch out.
So the good thing is that the friendly NPCs will do most of the heavy lifting here. I'm kind of peeking out to try to take some of the shots in case they do have limited HP that they waste their shots on me. But as you can see, they shoot very slowly and not perfectly accurately. And now we have arrived at the first major problem and headache of this run, and that is that the friendly NPCs cannot aim where that last drone is standing, so they can't kill him and progress the mission. Now, if you look at my shots here with the phaser, they've adapted to my phaser, so there's nothing that can be done.
Gerard, excuse me.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time to talk now.
Austin. Hey, sorry. I'm kind of
There's
busy.
another one.
Gerard.
Do you need something?
7.
If you're here to fraternize, I do not have the time.
Even though the run hadn't been going on that long, I am very stubborn, and I didn't want to reset yet without exhausting every possible strategy. I mean, I tried everything you could think of. Nothing worked. I tried nudging the NPCs, friendly fire, going back to the start of the level, hoping the NPCs would respawn, reloading quick saves, shooting from different angles. Nothing I would do would hit or hurt that last Borg drone. I was finally forced to admit that I had messed up this run too badly by wasting my phaser shots, and it was time to restart. So restart I did.
Alright, team. Just keep to yourselves and they should ignore us. This isn't a simulation, so stay sharp.
Okay, a fresh start for me to be able to make this run without using up any of my phaser shots and without trying to rescue Foster. Let's see if I can save enough phaser shots to be able to take out that last remaining drone. For some reason, the mission wouldn't hit its next trigger right there, so I kind of just cut that part out where I was just sitting there waiting for the NPCs to do something.
Austin. Hey, sorry. I'm kind of busy. Gerard.
Sorry, Mom,
7.
I'm busy.
Are you purposely trying to high security case? I shall attempt to override. This terminal is malfunctioning. Crewman Chang, take out that generator. Take cover. Got company.
Wait, they're just standing there.
They must not consider us a threat. They're shooting!
This is where I first realized that if you get a certain distance away from the friendly NPCs, their AI turns off and they basically just stand there and do nothing.
Since when can the Borg shoot?
They have obviously been isolated from the collective for some time. They must have adapted.
We took Nelson. Look, it's Foster. We have to save him.
I detect no controls or power systems. I would advise against taking unnecessary risks.
Unnecessary. Monroe, we can't just leave him behind like this.
Our primary objective is of utmost importance. We cannot endanger our mission. The Borg already consider us hostile, and Lieutenant Foster is most likely beyond help.
Monroe, please. This is your chance to make things right. Tell me we're going to rescue Foster.
Over here. What are you doing?
Sorry, but Foster can just deal with being a Borg drone.
Seven's right. There's no way we could rescue him.
This looks safe.
This wouldn't be so bad, except it just takes so long to run the enemies around, and the allies are so inaccurate and shoot so slowly. It really gets frustrating after a while relying on them.
There's another one.
Everyone okay?
How many are there? Keep down. Watch out. Watch out. How many are there?
Okay, so this was kind of annoying doing all this again, but I think we got to the point where we can move past where we were before. I should have 2 more drones that I can destroy with my phaser before they adapt. So based on what I've seen, it seems like Chang and Jarrah have unlimited HP because they've just sat there with drones trying to assimilate them, and they're okay.
Stay here and watch for more Borg. Ensign Monroe and I will scout ahead.
Sir.
Aye, sir.
Now, I haven't finished this run yet. I started editing the video before I even finished the level, but this was the biggest problem that we've encountered. The place I'm at right now in the level, I'm going to be stuck here for over an hour, and I probably had to do 50 to 60 attempts before we finally figured out a way to get past this part of the map. So as you can see, 7 of 9 is working on the control panel. She's going to be attacked by waves and waves of drones, and if she dies, the mission fails. Somehow we have to figure out a way to protect her, even though I can't damage the enemies. At first, I was hopeful. I thought maybe this part's kind of fake and 7 of 9 is actually invincible and it basically just wants you to survive. Boy, was I wrong.
Slow down.
Now I'm trying to figure out how I want to edit this because you as a viewer don't want to watch me fail 50 to 60 times in a row and waste 2 hours of your life of me just doing this. So I'm going to edit out most of the attempts, but I'll explain what happens and what my reasoning was for most of them. So basically, what I'm thinking now is that I need the 2 friendly NPCs to just destroy the drones long enough for 7 of 9 to finish. I thought maybe it's timed, and if I can just hold out long enough, the mission will complete.
There's too many of them.
We can't leave him.
So I tried everything you could think of. Running back to the beginning of the map, hoping the mission was timed, team killing 7 of 9 and then running away, team killing Chang and Jarrah, body blocking the Borgs, trying to get them to follow me and then crush them on Foster's bed. I mean, I spent like an hour here testing different strategies, but nothing was working. 7 of 9 just kept dying. But then I noticed a pattern. When I was in the area, 7 of 9 would always die to the blue Borg drone, like he was programmed to ignore us and go straight for her. So that made me test a few things. One thing I tested was if I killed him with an iMod, would I be able to finish the level? And sure enough, once I killed him, the rest of the drones went for me and ignored 7. So I needed to figure out a way to kill that blue drone before he got to 7 of 9. So my thinking was this, that maybe if I could body block him long enough, I might get lucky and one of the allies would kill him and then I could pull away the rest of the drones. See, it almost worked that time, but we just got overwhelmed. I needed that blue drone to be taken out first. I guess I'm gonna have to just try it again and again and again until one of them targets the blue drone by random chance. Look at that! The blue drone has fallen. I wanted to save here in case things quickly went wrong, but this is by far the farthest I've ever gotten. So the enemies that specifically target 7 are gone. Now I just need to survive. Unfortunately, I didn't know there are still more waves of drones that have to be defeated, although none of those blue drones are spawning with these waves.
Almost done. Just a moment.
Although this is super frustrating, it at least feels possible now. I feel like I'm getting a little farther and farther each time.
Just a moment.
I've compressed about an hour and 15 minutes worth of attempts into about 8 minutes in this video. I was pretty frustrated by this point, but I knew that it could be done and I just wanted to finish. I couldn't believe it. Things were looking good. After an hour and 50 minutes or so, I think I finally figured out a way to get through this point with only using the hand phaser. And I'm going to be honest, I got really close to quitting the challenge or just cheating and using a different weapon. Since this was so frustrating and took so long, I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to chop up the Borg level into different YouTube videos. So this will be the first video with my struggles of just getting past the point of 7 of 9. Thanks for watching. Check out the next video when it comes out.